Welcome to my hardcore survival world. Last episode was my first ever mega episode on this server, and wow, we did a lot. Setting up a nether hub, as well as building a gold farm was no joke at all, my friends. Today, however, is going to be a bit more chill. We're on episode 10, and I want to later on do a little bit of a tour around our base with some shaders on, see how everything's looking, and actually drop off some gifts for the other server members, being Scott, CPK, and Jimmy. Last episode, we dropped off a gift for Joel with a trade proposition for iron for gold, and I just want to give some nice simple gifts to the other members. Of hashtag not an SMP, obviously not an SMP. Here are some of the gifts that I prepared for them. They're all going to be getting the same thing: 3 stacks of gold ingots, stack of golden carrots, stack emeralds, 2 mending books, an unbreaking 3 book, and a feather falling 3 book, which I think will be a good way to get them started. Feather falling 3 will help so they don't die falling off of things, and I think that'll be a good way to go. If you'd enjoyed this series so far, go ahead and click that like button down below for me and subscribe if you're new. I've actually recently found out that over 60% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed, according to YouTube. And while last year at this time, we had just broken 140,000 subscribers, and now I'm very excited to say we are narrowing in on 400,000. So if you want to help me hit that milestone before the end of the year, I'd very much appreciate it. YouTuber statements aside, before the world tour today, I want to build up some animal pens because I cannot stand sleeping another night in this world with the mooing of cows behind my house. I figured we could start out here with gathering up a bunch of wheat for ourselves and some carrots because I don't want to only do an animal pen for the cows. I would love to be able to get some sheep as well as some pigs in there, and then if we possibly can, some chickens as well. Chickens will be a little bit more difficult. Being in the mega taiga, we have a lot of foxes around here, seeing as we have 2 river foxes in our boat over there. They hate chickens, so we're gonna have to create a protected area for our chickens to survive. I figured while I'm at it, I might as well gather up all of the other crops that we have around here and replant them so that we can keep getting these things going. As I had quite a bit of time to gather up all the crops, I figured I would add another chest up here for some nether wart so we could keep all of the crop farmland storage things in there together. And I had another thing that came into mind. And you know, it takes a while to replant all of these things, harvest them up, and well, some good ideas can come from it. Hello, doghead poking through the wall. We need to come inside the house for this one, and that is because we need an ender pearl right over here. And I've had a lot of issues with inventory management, as you all have probably noticed. Our storage room is flooded with stuff. I never have things on me that I need off of a few mining expeditions. Well, I might have accidentally forgotten to take a certain pickaxe with me and run into some issues. So I figured today would be a great way to go and create an ender chest for ourselves. This thing right here is another 27 slots of inventory that we can store some things in here that we might need on us every once in a while. So backup food, a fire resist potion, and some other useful things. In case we want to do some trading, we can keep a stack of blocks of gold on us. As always, we have to have our safety helmet with us in case we go to the nether. And then finally, I'm thinking a diamond pickaxe. That'll at least be 9 more things we can keep on ourselves moving it forwards. And then all we have to do is fill 1 inventory slot with it. It's great. You know, torches are probably important too. One final chore for the day is coming back over into our enchanting cave. Is I want to enchant a diamond sword for ourselves. What are we gonna, fire aspect? What else are we getting on here? Just re-rolling that one. And sharpness 3. Well, I guess that is 2 more damage than our current one. Thank God for setting up the library over here because we can at least grab an unbreaking 3 for it. Some mending, looting 3 over here. Sweeping edge 2 sounds pretty good. And finally, for way too many emeralds, we can move it up to sharpness 4. I should have just done this from the start. And I don't even have the levels to put the final mending enchantment on it, so we're gonna be rocking without that for now. But look at this sword now. That is a legit looking sword right there. Fancy Minecrafty things aside, let's get to building for today, as I think this one might take a little while. I want to move these cows over there as far away from me as bovinely possible. So we're going behind the windmill here, and I think it'd be a great idea to bring them all the way back here. I really enjoy the aspect that this side is turning into our technical / farming side of the river, and the other side is turning really into all of our villagers and essential Minecrafty buildings for a base and everything like that. I think it's a really cool transition. Just going across the river is able to do that. And coming back here, I want to clear out a good amount of space in this area, as I want to give the animals a lot of area to move around. I don't want to just store them in like a 5x5 box like we're doing with the cows over there. I want to give them area to move around so they can breed up a bunch and do that thing and all their stuff there. As we're bringing in sheep, though, we're going to be careful with the wolves. And as we're going to be bringing in chickens, we're also going to have to be careful of the foxes. So the walls that we're using around the animal pens are gonna have to be relatively big. Would you look at that? One of the forest pigs has already decided that he likes this as his new home. And with that, all of the little trees are cleared out of here, and it actually gives me a much better idea of the space we're working with. Unfortunately, we only have one forest pig in the area right now, but the rest of them we can bring in here as we go throughout. We get everything built up here, and then the animals will come, right? That's how it works. Now we'll have to go find them. For a quick style idea over here of what I would like to do is I'm thinking we can use some stripped dark oak logs, so we could bring these up and say like three tall on those guys. We can top them off to make them mob proof and put some spruce slabs on there. And then I'm thinking we do just 2 tall on spruce fences going all the way around. That should make it so foxes and wolves can't get in anywhere and not have to worry about it. And then inside of the doorways, I'm thinking we can do something like this. So then it's very, very tall and just kind of more of a bulky appearance. And then we'll be adding in some oak leaves and things around it too, probably just to mix it up, folks. But that's the general idea I've got in mind here. Let's go ahead and kick this off into good old-fashioned time-lapse mode and build up some animal pens? Animal pens, not fields, animal pens. For the pens, I first and foremost wanted to clear out a few of those large trees as I was talking about. We don't really need those in here. We'll rebuild them as custom ones here soon. And then I came in and did a little bit of terraforming. I had a lot of dirt on hand, so I figured I would just get that stuff in there, bring in those polished andesite slabs as just a general idea of where the road would be going through, then coming throughout here and establishing those field designs I was talking about beforehand. The closest one to us right now is the cows. The one on the left is going to be sheep's. The far back on the right there is going to be chickens. And then this final one is going to be for some pigs. That's the 4th animal that we need here. Finally getting the road in place here. Then I want to come through here and just add in a lot more detail and life into this one. So birch leaves all over the stuff, a few random rock structures in the middle just for fun, and then coming throughout here and starting on some of those custom tree designs. I ended up going a little crazy on building a lot of these throughout here, so we get to watch a bunch of custom trees getting built back here. So we got 3 of the big tall spruce guys right over there, which I really like these. Let me know what you think about those ones. It seemed like there was a really positive reception to the first one that I built, and then over here adding in a few more of those oak ones. Outside of that, I did also add in those little coverings right there that you can see with the spruce woods. I forgot to mention that and didn't really capture in the time lapse, but it's just a bunch of slabs laid down in their own ways, and then adding in a few more of our oak trees, and now I'm more big of the custom spruce trees. And as you can see, I got a little crazy on the trees here and somehow didn't fall off of any of them. It was great. This is starting to look absolutely fantastic out here. I love the rock structures. I come back through and added in a bunch of lanterns and little fences and things along the way to make it look so much cooler. And added some water troughs, some hay bales, and the works around here, and it's looking so good. This one, however, is for our chickens. And I figured we can't just have a field of chickens. No, we have to have coops of chickens. So I was thinking we could come over here and make a little bit of a chicken coop design by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then right down in here, we can throw a barrel for ourselves. And then outside of the barrel, I'm thinking we do a hopper and a hopper, extending a few trap doors around this one, and then using some temporary placement blocks up here, and then bringing in some more spruce trap doors around the side. I want to build up a tiny little chicken coop design and actually do 2 of them in here. I thought 2 would look quite nice. That gives us a little way around here where we can kind of see inside the coop and everything like that, and we get some rails that can go right like this. And if you actually break this rail right up here, that'll make it so this one stays in that upwards position, and then we can come onto the inside and actually throw another spruce trapdoor right in like that. And finally, adding on a little bit of a roof. I think we can make something quite interesting here using some stairs and actually turning them in. And my thought is on the ends here, we can extend these out a bit. So they're going to come out like right like this. And then we need some slabs on top, so we can have like a slab, and then maybe bring it down to a trapdoor, and then right out here again with the upside down stair and another slab. And that gives us something like this, which feels a little bulky and flat on the ends. But what if we brought like trapdoor, something like that, and then here on the ends we bring in some more trapdoors, and then have them kind of curve down on the corners a little bit. That right there feels like a pretty cool chicken coop, except we gotta do one final thing of stripping the dark oak. And there we have it. Number 2 is in place and it's looking pretty solid. I think I want to change this floor out to dirt, but that's something we can do later on. First and foremost, we gotta start bringing in a few animals into this area. Thankfully, the pigs have decided they already want to hang out in their pen right over here, which I did add this little overhang to. Now they have a little bit of a covered area inside of here, a nice water trough that they can drink out of, and I thought it was pretty cool. So task now is to move all of the cows over, and I think I have some eggs, and I want to see if we can get some eggs that'll spawn chickens inside of these chicken coops. Unfortunately, it looks like we only have 13 eggs, so it could be slim pickings when it comes to chickens. Oh boy, do I love accidental puns. First up now is we've got to move our cows over there. There's not too many of them, so it shouldn't be too painful. A quick tip here is if you use your left click, so you hold it down like you're breaking things, and then you hover over these things, you'll see that I'm only breaking those, and I'm not hitting the cows at all. They are dying on the berries, but that's not my fault. Let's see if we can get them over there without many. Yep, we just lost one to a berry bush. I promise, cows, if you follow me over here, it'll be basically the promised land. Everything you could ever want, basically the same thing you had over there, but like 3 times the amount of space. What more could you ask for? All right, buddies, we're almost there, right around this rock, and we can take you inside to your brand new home. Check it out in here. Look how much space. See all this space I talked about? You guys are gonna love it in here. Now that we have a bunch of happy cows in here, time to breed them up and keep expanding our herd. I don't think there's any berry bushes in here for them to kill themselves on. Next up, we gotta see if we can get lucky here on some chickens, and I wanna see if maybe, ooh, 2? I'll take 2. No, come on, buddy. Come on, why are you getting out? You're supposed to stand there. Do you like seeds? Yeah, you like seeds. Look at this. Oh, you really like seeds too. Come on, follow me up here. Follow me up here. Yeah, yes. Yeah? Yeah, perfect. Thankfully, we were able to avoid the foxes just by spawning them in via the eggs there, which is really good. And I've seen some sheep out this way in the plains biome, which is now turning into my technical harvesting of trees biome. And as you can see, it looks quite beautiful out here. There's dark oak trees and oak trees everywhere. But more importantly, we should be able to find some sheep around here. I know definitely off in this way there are a few, but let's see if we can't find some. I've got 2 sheep in tow now, and hopefully we don't run into any wolves while we're getting these guys back to their new home. Not back home, their new home. Over halfway there, but now entering the very dangerous territories of the mega taiga itself. I haven't spotted any wolves that I need to keep an eye out for, but you know they're sneaky. They like to hide underneath the bushes. Speaking of bushes, please don't run into that berry bush. See, they're poking right through the door. Right through the wall there to get you. All right, my sheepies, we're almost home. Just right inside these fence gates, and I promise you will maybe 80% chance being safe from all wolves. Great promise, I know. Well, there we go. That's all the different types of animals that I want to get around here and everything. Well, that's basically every animal in the game besides foxes that we could need, and llamas? Llamas. Do we want llamas? I don't know. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here breeding them up and see if I can't get a few more of them, because right now we could not get very much wool off of these 3, so we probably need quite a few more of them. I've been breeding up the sheep around here for way too long, and now I'm feeling in the mood to do something else. So we're gonna go ahead and run around and give some gifts to the other members of the server here, and thankfully Scott is online right now, so let's go bug him. Hello? Hello?
Oh, Romeo.
Oh.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Scott, hello? Hello, I'm down here. Hello.
Look at you in your diamond armor and your Tom Van Dyke and your weird flights.
Don't I look good? Look good? Look good?
I think I'd look better in it, but yeah, it looks fine.
I mean, well, here, you know what? I bring presents. I bring gifts. Juliet. Oh, and stopping your fall there. Look at that. You know what? Even better.
I mean, it still took a little bit, but
yeah. Hey, you know what? The chest helped.
I love when random men show up my house and give me things for free.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's great.
Am I allowed to look at it now?
Yes, you can look now. You can look.
What the heck? Oh my goodness, I need the carrots. I currently have 2 cod and 2 salmon to my name. I can eat the salmon without worrying about dying. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. And you know what? For the fall in there too, there's a nice little feather falling book for you for those booties of yours. I've made my way back home, and now we are off to Jimmy's place because I finally got a hold of him, so let's do it. And hey, look, there's another dogtail. Jimmy! Hello? Oh, hi.
Wait.
Hi.
This isn't an SMP.
Hashtag not an SMP.
Wait, what is that? Look at you. You're literally...
Yeah, don't I look good? Don't I look good? I just stopped by the other not an SMP member's base of Scott, and he was just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, you only get one of me, all right? You're looking good. You're looking good.
He called me as Romeo, so can you one up that one if you want what's in this box?
Of course he did. Of course he said that. fWhip, coming over here now.
So I brought a gift. I brought a gift. I know I started here on the server a little earlier before all you guys did, and I've been obviously I'm a little farther ahead now. And so I want to bring a gift to help you catch up and get moving forwards and everything like that. So it's all you.
What? Wait, and I'm breaking, dude.
You know, I thought for you I was going to bring a respiration book, but I figured feather falling's probably more helpful. Probably more helpful with the feather falling.
New me. It's a new me. Oh my gosh, dude, thank you so much for those.
And now, my friends, welcome on back to fWhippenberg, where we are going to do a little bit of a shaders tour around the base, and things have changed so much around here. I actually just finished up a stream recently where we detailed out the entire riverbed down here, and it's looking absolutely amazing. Custom trees all the way over here, replace those big spruce guys, adding in these little cattails of sea pickles on top of green stained glass panes, and I absolutely love it. The entire underwater area down here is detailed out as well. And again, guess what? I love it. It's great. And then it looks really cool from under that area. Still got a little bit of work to do down in these sections, stuff like that. But first and foremost, before we do this, as we've been doing a bunch of building out here today, we've been doing a lot of stuff. And I think if we can make it through these berry bushes, it's time that we update the maps for ourselves. Well, that bad boy's updated right there now. And then we have the other 4 of these, which I'm planning with some item frames, as I want to kind of keep working our way around. So I'm thinking the next set we can do right in this point. I'm definitely turning into the type of Minecrafter that's like, ooh, I built a house. Let's update the map. It's going to look so cool now. And really, realistically, I mean, a good, like, half of this map down here has changed and it's looking really cool, but, like, nothing's changed on that half and nothing's changed up here. So it's just one of the 4 was really updated. I guess a little bit bleeding into the side there. Waking up early in the morning here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed like our foxes in the boats over there. And we still got to give CPK his gift, but that's unfortunately going to have to wait for the next episode, where actually we're going to be doing the dragon fight as a server. It should be really entertaining. I am recording this like a week early, so hopefully they're a little bit geared up more before then. But if in case we die in the next episode, I wanted to end this off with a shaders base tour. Look how nice this area is. It's so serene and peaceful with the shaders on. I love this. The morning shaders around here are glorious. Let me know if you like them more and we should include them back in the time lapse and things. But over here we've got our starter house right in there, which we've been in and out of multiple times. So we've got Quicksilver over here in his stables, which looks absolutely amazing. Over in this point, we actually can take a few things off the board. Well, I got to remove a few things off there, and we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projects left to go. The sheep farm is going to be an auto sheep farm, not just the manual one that we made over there in today's episode. But off of that, the cows are no longer behind here, which is fantastic. We've got a little bamboo grove going up back here, so we can get a lot of those things. Over here, we have our fantastic villager breeder that causes oh so much lag from these guys bouncing around all over the place. Love the random little tower attached to the back of it and all the glass used in the structure. Stands out quite a bit against everything else that we have, but I think it's really cool. Coming over here, we've got the villagers enchanting house and everything like that. All the librarian villagers we could basically ever need are all the way inside of there. And I'm super excited to see this point back here with our enchanting cavern. It feels just so dark and ominous inside of here. Ooh, the glassy floor doesn't work quite as well as it does without that. The foggy effect does not work too well with the shaders, but the lanterns with their little cool blue light glow up here, that is really legit. Back over near the starter house, hooking a right at this fork in the road, we can come down to our fishing dock, which I know I need to fix up. A lot of people have said that this thing actually doesn't work because it's not deep enough down here or over there. So I think I'm going to widen out this area a little bit better so we can actually get like treasure fishing loot out of that point. Apparently it's not big enough in the river, so that's a big bummer. Coming over here though, we've got our mine entrance, which is so legit. I love this place. It's beautiful over here. I think it's one of my favorite mine entrances I built in a long time. I have a plan in motion for how we're going to fix this up, because right now we get flashing screens every time we go around a corner because we can't clip into that block right there. So I've got a plan to fix it. That'll be done here soon, but this is auto item filter. That'll bring things up to there and then sort them between the different stone types. And then unfortunately, overflowing with cobblestone. Ooh, there's iron and gold in here. I'll take that with me. That being said, moving over to the other side of the river, we've got this cool bridge right here. We've got the original sugarcane growing area right back in there, and then all these giant, magnificent fields. Then getting into the points that we've recently been working on. First and foremost, we did this big old guy, the windmill, which I love, and I've actually got to drop some crops off into here real fast for ourselves. So we've got some seeds. No, I put them in a random chest somewhere. I don't know where I put them. They will be forever lost. But over here, we've got our farmer villagers living inside of this structure where we make all of our emeralds right now, because over in here, we are getting constant influx of pumpkins, not potatoes, quite different, and melons over here from an auto farm that we built underneath the pumpkin patch. So inside of here, basically bring all those things in, and these guys have all been zombie converted, so it's 1 pumpkin or 1 melon that gives us 1 emerald. Absolutely love it. Then 1 emerald can give us 3 golden carrots, which is great, so we always have more food. I should stock up on those. Nice. Back in here is that pumpkin patch. I did come back through after that video went out and added a bunch of the little sea pickles and things like that all over them. So kind of like the bigger pumpkin stems. A lot of people said that was a cool idea, so I want to come back through here and do that. Then right down in this trap door here, of course, we've got this whole thing down here, which I think is super cool. I blocked it off since we don't really have a need to go down there in that way, but we've got this section right in here, which leads to that, and then a whole system to get the melons and pumpkins up into those storage silos we were looking at a second ago. Now, I know it's a little weird since this is on a server, but if you all would like to get a download of this world eventually, please do be sure to let me know down in the comments below. I might be able to get the world from everybody and then clean out their bases from the chunks, so you can still have the world, but just my location here. I think that would be kind of cool. So if you want it, let me know in the comments. But we've got this whole farm right over here with the netherwort, which is super cool. Then everything that we did today is right back here. We got our cows, we've got our chickens. Have we got any eggs that we can try and spawn some more chickens with? So I think we can just right click into here. Ooh, 7 more eggs. I did come through and retexture the entire ground area in here so it looks a little bit better with a bunch of pass blocks, some coarse dirt, and some random ferns and grass bits around. And these actually back here, I meant to turn into some more path block for ourselves. It helps to mob proof it for 1, and 2, I just think it looks really nice. Back here, we got the sheepies, which I've been breeding up like crazy. And then finally, we've got the pigs in their little humble abode back there. My plan is to bring the pathway further down here and do a bridge across the water that we have going over to this side, which I think would be oh so sweet to build like a fox sanctuary back there. I've got a creative idea in mind of how we can also turn it into a sweet berry farm, which I think could be kind of fun. Back over at the main area, we were right outside the mine entrance, leading ourselves on this boardwalk that I just think is so cool. Once we eventually do that river detail that I've been doing over here, and especially on the far side of this bend in the river, the recent one that we did with all the sea pickles and cattails and things, extending that all the way down this river here is going to be so cool. But this boardwalk is something very simple in Minecraft. It's very like classic Minecraft for me, and I don't really do this sort of stuff anyways. I prefer pathways, but I love this. I think it's so cool and so kind of just fun and really with the vibe that I'm going for here. Reason why we're wandering over this way is I want to jump in the nether and see what that insanity looks like in there. The area we just walked through is my technical area for harvesting trees, and up here we've got the blocks of magma up there, which are basically just a zombie piglin farm for gold. All that stuff fills up in about 30 minutes. But coming down here, I'm excited to see what the nether hub looks like so far. I think it'll get a cool glow to it. And there's a ghast down there. I gotta be careful. Please don't see me. Please don't see me. Thank you. The doorways, oh my gosh, these things look so epic. Look at that. The little glowy bits up there. I love that. We got the glows down here. But check that out right there. That is a great little centerpiece for a nether hub. After we get the basalt around the side, I'm going to be adding more mushrooms and bits around the edges of these. Not much done in here yet, but I've got some great plans for it. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. This means war, ghast. I will, nope, no. Sniper. Oh, I figured if I called sniper it would work. Sniper. Yeah, first try, definitely not the 5th. As the sun is setting on the hardcore world today, folks, that's going to have to do it for today's episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is the last episode of the pre-recorded stuff, so after this, we will be back in here live and ready to go. So thank you all so very much for the support on all these episodes here. Click that like button down below if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are brand new, my friends, and I will catch you on the flip side.